Hello, it's Sarah from Hooked on High Vibes. Hope you're doing really well. Today I'm going to be talking to you about emotional freedom technique, and it's a technique that I've been using for about 5 years now, and my friend showed me it it's about 5 years ago, I think, and I've been using it with my clients to really shift negative emotions, old patterns, old self-beliefs that we have about ourselves. And it's just really powerful, and I've seen a massive difference in my own life from using it and with working with it with other people as well. So what I wanted to do was just share it with you. It's a really easy tool to use once you get the hang of it, and you can use it wherever you are, and it's just really empowering to know that you can shift emotions. So I'm just going to explain a little bit about it before we get started. So EFT works on meridian points, and what it does is it clears emotions from the body. So it's like reprogramming our mind, like our subconscious basically. So our subconscious runs, say if we have a situation that happens, it can trigger us, and it can trigger us in that moment, but it's usually using something that's happened in the past. So it's kind of like a protection mechanism, I guess, when emotions come up. So for instance, this could be a fear of something like water or wasps or anything, spiders, and you can use EFT to clear those fears. Maybe when you were little something happened and it like kind of started that, and then that goes into your subconscious. So that just shows what can happen with the past when we're kind of still holding on to it. So EFT is really good at clearing those. It's also really good at clearing limiting beliefs that we had about ourselves, usually maybe from childhood when something happened and we put something up to protect ourselves, which isn't serving us now. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So what I'm going to work on today is self-love. It's something I'm very passionate about. I work with people to really build that relationship with themselves where they love themselves, and that's because I really don't think that we can receive unless we're giving something to ourselves, and it's about building that relationship up with ourselves so it's strong and it's loving and it's authentic. I believe that it's a really powerful way of changing our lives. So today I'm going to do self-love, and I'm going to do an example of an EFT routine that you can do, and I'll explain as we go, but you can change the phrases to whatever is in your mind. It works best if you tune into your emotion, the phrases that you would say to yourself. So the best thing to do when we first start is to think about what you want to work on. So today we're going to do self-love, but the way we do this is it's actually the opposite of doing positive affirmations. We're going to tune in to those negative thoughts. So think about something that is kind of really stopping you from feeling that self-love about yourself. So for instance, it could be, I'm just not good enough. Everyone else is better than me. I'm never going to get this done. Something like that. It's never going to work out. So these are working against our self-love because they're negative talk, and it's really common for us to have these feelings run over in our head. So what I'm going to show you is a technique starting with your negative thoughts and turning them around. So if you think about that negative thought, you think, how does it feel on 1 to 10? So you give it like a number. So say you were just like really at the moment just at your self-worth and you just feel like you're really not good enough and it's like as high as an 8, then you'd mark that down. And then I'll show you the routine, and then afterwards you look at the number again and see if that emotion is still triggering you at the same degree. And this way you can do it over and over again until you feel like it's really released. And a deep breath at the end. Okay, so we're going to run through it. So I'm just going to run through the points that you're going to do. So it's called tapping as well. So you can call it EFT or tapping. There's lots of different words for it. and it's working on the meridian points. So these points, you start here on the karate chop, it's called. So I just tap with 3 fingers on here. So you start off with a statement that you want that comes up for you, just use whatever. So I'm going to say, even though I'm just not good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. It's really important to say that at this point when we're tapping, and we're going to do it 3 times. So even though I don't think I'm good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then the 3rd time, even though I'm just really not good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then we're going to move on to the other points. And what we do as we move on to the other points, you just say what comes up for you. So the point here, I'm never going to be good enough. Then here, everyone else is better than me. Then under the eye, why can't I just be perfect? Under the nose, feel so rubbish about myself. Under the lip, my confidence is just really lacking. And then here, just under the bone, just here, I'm just not good enough. And then under your arm, for women, just where the bra strapper is, I really wish that I was better. And then the round ends up here on the head. Oh, I hate this about myself. So that's a whole round. So I encourage you to go through it again. Just keep saying what's coming up for you. I just don't like myself. I wish I could be better. There's all these things that I want to do, but I just don't have the energy to do them. I'll probably fail anyway. So what's the point? I wish I wasn't negative. Everyone else is better than me. I just want to be happy. And you take a deep breath in and out. And released. So that's an example of releasing. That was around self-doubt and self-worth, and you can do it for whatever you want. So it's important to start in the karate chop, through the points. You can watch this video over and over just to remind yourself of the points and where to do them, and it always ends on the head, and I always end here. There are different techniques out there that do different points. Some people end it by tapping their wrists together because there's another point there, but it's really up to you. But that routine is really good. It works for me and it works for people that I work with. So I hope you found this really useful. If you've got any questions, please just comment below and I will help you. And let me know how you feel and how you get on with using EFT. I think it's a really powerful tool and it's just really empowering. Whenever you get something negative that comes up, just tap it out. Just tap through and feel that weight lift. And once you've done the clearing, you might have to keep doing it. Sometimes we can release that emotion or that kind of heavy energy, and sometimes it can come back just from habit of our thoughts. But the more we do it, the more we reprogram ourselves. So it's the same thing, like the more you do it, the more shifts that you will see inside, and then these will be reflected to you in your outer life as well. Okay, so have a beautiful day and I'll see you again soon.